If you're a marketer or working in customer success, this video is for you. Hey everyone, I'm Bani, your go-to AI agent specialist, here to help you automate your tedious tasks. And today, I'm addressing one of the biggest challenges you face, creating compelling case studies. You know how essential case studies are for building your product's credibility. But you also know just how time consuming and exhausting the process can be, interviewing clients, collecting testimonials, and repeatedly editing to create the perfect story. That's why I've created the Case Study Writer AI agent, designed specifically to simplify and automate your case study creation process. In this video, I'll not only show you exactly where to find this agent and how it works, but I'll also provide a step-by-step guide to easily build and customize this AI agent to match your product's unique voice, style, and branding requirements. Before we jump into building the agent, let's have a glimpse into what it does. I've named this agent Casey. Casey's link is in the video description below. But if you need to find Casey, just follow these steps. Open your web browser and search for Case Study Writer by TARS. Click on the topmost search result. Now, let's see how Casey works.
Hello there, I'm Casey, your case study writer. To start, please provide the URL of the client's website. I'll analyze it to extract key details like the industry, company size, region, and use cases.
So, right off the bat, Casey is ready to know more about who the customer is. I am going to provide the link of a TARS customer, the AVIC Group, which is a leading global healthcare operator.
Here's what I found about the client's company. AVIC, industry, healthcare, companies. Not explicitly mentioned, but they offer a wide range of services indicating a large operation. Region, based in Paris, France. Primary business model, global health operator providing services like teleconsultation, medical appointments, home care, and more. Use cases relevant to this case study. Teleconsultation, medical appointments, home care, e-health services. Let me know if you'd like to modify or add any details before proceeding.
Let's proceed.
Now, please provide the URL of your company's website or the solution provider's website so I can gather details about the solution that was used in this case study.
Now that it's asking for the service provider's link, I'm just going to put the link of the Hello TARS website.
Here's what I found about the solution provider, TARS. Type of solutions offered, no-code AI agent builder for creating AI solutions. Key features and capabilities, streamlines workflows, improves customer experience, and enables smart automation workflows.
In just 2 steps, Casey has already managed to get all the context about the client, such as their industry, relevant use cases, and their business model. And it also found information about the solution provider, including the target customers, differentiators, and solution offerings. Now, to build the story, Casey is going to ask some very specific questions. I can just speak my thoughts out by using this button or type it out in my own words. The first question is, what were the key challenges or problems that the client faced before using the TARS solution? I'm just going to type in my answer. The second question is, how did your company's solution help them overcome this challenge? So once again, I'll just type out my answer. The third question is, what were the measurable results or key benefits achieved by using the TARS solution? And once again, just pasting my answer here. Do I have any customer testimonials? Currently, I do not, so I'll just say no.
No problem. We can proceed without a testimonial. Would you like a structured case study with distinct sections or a more storytelling-based format? 1. Structured format. Clearly defined sections, challenge, solution, results, and key takeaways. 2. Storytelling format. A narrative-driven approach weaving the customer's journey into a compelling story.
I think I would like to go with a structured format.
Great choice. Do you have a preferred word count for this case study? I can tailor it accordingly.
I actually prefer to keep my case studies short and to the point, so it's easy to just skim through and find out what the story is. So I'll keep it between 500 to 750 words.
Perfect.
And here's the final result. It has a strong title, a crisp introduction to the client, the solution, the challenge, and the result, also with an additional impactful takeaway. I think this looks good, so let's proceed.
Would you like me to generate visuals to enhance your case study? You can choose one, both, or none. 1. Yes, create a banner image with the company's name and case study title. 2. Yes, generate an infographic summarizing the key results. Yes, generate both a banner and an infographic. 4. No, text only is fine.
I'm going to pick option 3. Great. So by spending just 2 minutes with Casey, I have a full-fledged case study ready to be published along with an infographic and a banner image. Now that we've seen how Casey works, let's jump into the step-by-step walkthrough on how you can build your own Casey and customize her for your company, your product, your style without writing a single line of code. So the first step is to go to hellotars.com and log in or sign up if you don't already have an account. After signing in, go to admin.hellotars.com to land in the dashboard of the Tars no-code builder. Click New and next click Create from Scratch and give your agent a name. Press Create. Now we're at a blank canvas which will turn into a workflow for our AI agent. We'll begin by clicking this Add a Gambit button. If you are new to Tars, a gambit is a step in the conversation where the agent gives one message and the user replies with a new message. There are many types of gambits, which you can see in the menu here. The first gambit in our workflow is a basic gambit. The messages that you see here are the first messages or the preview messages that the user will receive when they click on the link of the agent. A good practice for making agents is to name your gambits well, right here. I'm going to name it welcome_user. You'll notice that I haven't used any capitalization and I'm using underscores instead of spaces. Now I'll edit the messages that the agent gives. I want to have multiple messages here, so I'll click this new message bubble and add my second message. Also, I can change the time it takes for the second message to show up after the first message by changing this setting. Now, let's talk about the user input, which is denoted by this blue button over here. There are different kinds of user inputs, like text messages, media uploads, buttons, etc. This gambit, however, will have no user input, which means I'll just scroll down and select the no input option here. Now we click Save. And let's take a look at what the first step or the first gambit has done for us so far. I'm going to hit Publish and click the button right next to it to view my agent in a new tab. So you can see that as soon as this link opened up, the agent started giving its first welcome messages or preview messages to the user. Let's head back into the no-code builder. Now that our first step is complete, we are going to add another gambit by clicking the Add a Gambit button. Drag this here. This gambit is going to be an AI agent gambit. This is where Casey, the AI agent, will gather the context about the client and the solution provider and craft a case study that is suited to your style, your product, and your brand. First of all, we are going to change the name of this gambit to case study _AI. Before we do anything else here, we'll head over to the default messages section and remove all default messages so that the AI agent makes these messages by itself. Head back into the settings. If you have seen any of our previous videos, you would know that the magic of an AI agent gambit really happens when you edit the base prompt right here. But before we get into that, we are going to equip our agent Casey with some tools. So click Save and let's talk about the tools. Casey needs tools for two functions. One, to get information from URLs like the client website or the solution provider website, and two, to generate images. So we are going to equip her with Firecrawl and Ideogram. Firecrawl is a very simple tool that explores and collects information from web pages or websites, and it's absolutely free. Think of Firecrawl like a super efficient reader. You give it a website link and it quickly goes to that site, reads the content like the text, the titles, the headings, and then it brings back all that useful information in a neat and structured way, ready for you or your agent to use. An ideogram is an image generation tool that you might need to pay for, but it is completely optional. For either of these tools, all you require is an API key. I'll show you how to get this done with Firecrawl, and you just need to repeat the same steps for Ideogram. The first step is that you head over to Firecrawl's website, sign up, and copy your free API key, which will be visible in your dashboard. The next step is to open a new tab and go to admin.hellotars.com/AI/tools. Scroll down until you get to Firecrawl Web Tools or Ideogram. Click Add Tool and paste your API key right here. And then this button will get enabled, so just click this and your tool is ready. Now all you need to do is head back to the no-code builder and refresh the page. Once you've completed all these steps, we are going to add another gambit by clicking this Add a Gambit button. Go to the gambit type and select Tool. When you go to the drop-down menu, you will find the new tools added as an option. So here I am going to select Firecrawl. And you can see that I don't have to name the gambit. It has happened automatically. So click Save and connect it by dragging it like this to the AI agent gambit. Also, don't forget to connect your first gambit to the AI agent gambit like this. Now that we've added Firecrawl, we are going to repeat the same steps to add Ideogram as well. So click the Add a Gambit button, select Tool, choose Ideogram and click Save. All you need to do is connect this back to the same AI agent. Now let's go back to the AI agent gambit. It is now time to change the base prompt. The prompt that I use follows the style of case studies that I like, which are inspired from Vidyard's case studies, because they are short and crisp and numbers driven. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a random case study from Vidyard, and let's see what it looks like. The key results from using the solution are displayed right at the top, so the case study is off to a promising start. Then there's an overview, which introduces the client. The context is provided in terms of the challenge faced by the client in the next section. And then there's an introduction of the solution and the expected changes. Finally, there are the results of what happened when the client finally used the solution to overcome their challenge. So, in the prompt that I wrote, I've tried to mimic Vidyard's style in the final case study that the agent generates. But you can change the prompt to something that reflects your company's style and your product's voice. So I'll hit edit prompt and put my prompt here. Let's take a quick look at how I've structured this prompt. First, I have described the role and responsibilities of the agent. Next, I've broken down the process that she should follow in stages and steps when writing the case study, including precise instructions on how to use the tools given to her. For example, use Firecrawl to extract and summarize key information about the client, including the industry, company size, region, primary business model, and use cases relevant to this case study. At each point, Casey is instructed to let the user review her understanding of the context that she derives from the URLs. I've always found that adding examples along with instructions in the prompt makes any agent perform much better, which is what I have done right over here. I've added examples at the image generation step as well. When you are done editing your prompt, click Save. Scroll down and ensure that chat history is toggled on. Now I'll click Save and I'll connect the agent gambit back to itself so the conversation keeps on going within the same gambit. Now we're done with the entire workflow. Let's customize the look and feel of the AI agent by saving this and heading into the design section. You can see that there's a whole bunch of themes to choose from, and I will pick this one. And then I'll go into the custom section to change things like the header name or the display name that appears here, the logo or the avatar, background, fonts, it's all up to you. So I'm going to use the same logo that appears here. Then I'm going to give her name, which is Casey. And I can scroll down and change what the background looks like. So I think I will go with a gradient. Before you move away from the design section, always make sure that you save your changes. Now for some additional customization, I'm going to head over to the configure section. Here, I will change the link of the agent and you can insert your company's name. Click Save and you can head over to the voice and audio section and change the voice that is used by your AI agent. Now, let's publish the agent and see how she works.
Hello, I'm Casey, your case study writer. To start, please provide the URL of the client's website. I'll analyze it to extract key details like the industry, company size, region, and use cases.
Here's the client's website.
Here's what I found about the client's company, EVEC, industry, healthcare, company size.
Okay, so this works and it's asking now if she can proceed and I'll say yes.
Now please provide the URL of your company's website or the solution provider's website.
Sure. This looks good. Great. So now it's asking about the challenge and I'm just going to copy paste exactly the same answers that I did right at the start. Same for the next question when it's talking about how did the solution help the client overcome the challenge. And now for the measurable key results, here we go. And no, I do not have any testimonials. Once again, I'll keep it in a structured format. Or, why not try the storytelling format this time? And there we go. My case study is ready. It is just that easy to create an AI agent that writes the perfect case studies for you. I hope you found this video useful, and let me know in the comments which agent I could make next that could solve a recurring problem or automate some part of your daily tasks. Happy automating!